So, this is the first ever box of Yes Hard Feelings.
Pretty girl, I see your ache to be fulfilled. I volunteer to whisper filthy nothings in your ear, make you blush. Yes, I'm a dirty such and such.
We've been following the journey of a young musician in Lincoln, discovering how he got to this point and what the future holds for him.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm a guitar player-y, musician-y, producer-y thingy, and I also run a record company called Exclamation Music. I play the guitar, the piano, the ukulele, the bass guitar, the drums. I tease the accordion and the fiddle and the banjo and the mandolin. I've been playing music since I was about 8 years old. I probably learnt my first chords on the guitar, and I started writing songs in primary school. I'd scribble away in maths lessons and write little bits of lyrics. One day someone asked me to do the sound at an open mic night, and I went there and did the job, and I was very excited about it. And they asked me if I wanted to play, and I went up and I played. And they were all like, "Oh, that's fantastic, you want to come down next week?"
That's it, come on over, baby, get your fill. And now our bodies will never cross again. There's no ocean between us now.
We went to BBC Radio Lincolnshire to talk to Tim Johns about BBC Introducing and how the role it plays is helping local musicians like Sam.
BBC Introducing is a national brand associated with the BBC and especially with Radio 1, where it sort of started. People like Hugh Stevens playing, you know, the strapline is unsigned, undiscovered, under the radar music from across the UK. There's a team of us here, and we pretty much all the music we get through now, we do it all via the BBC Introducing Uploader, which is an online tool. Musicians can put in their bio, upload their tracks to us, and then we can, it's basically like having an inbox full of music, and so that they get emails to let them know that we've listened to it, so that we know when we've played it, when we've broadcast it. You can log it all in the system. We do everything within the system. So a team of us listen through. It's just listening, spending the time to go through all the music we get sent, thousands of tracks every year. And so it's just doing that we find the talent. And then we invite people in for live sessions. We get in touch with people. We do little interviews. We get to know the musicians, and over time, the ones that are really musically talented and have that quality, you know, they're able to perform live. They're good at responding to emails. They're good media personalities. All those things come together. That's sort of how you, I don't know, over time you just find the best artists. The first bit of advice to anybody these days is to get on the BBC Introducing Uploader. I think if you're really talented in Lincoln, you can make a name for yourself. You know, if you say Elliot Morris to anybody at the university, at any gig, at any venue, everyone knows his name. People like hidden away making music in their bedroom, lots of producers, lots of DJs, and as the university grows especially, and as more venues open and more clubs open, we're attracting more national artists. I think Lincoln is on the up. And while it might not be brimming at this point, there's plenty of undiscovered and great talent in the city.
The fundraising event Oxjam, held at Tokyo nightclub in Lincoln, gave Sam the chance to play in a large venue in front of a sizable crowd.
For the first year or so of doing it officially, I was just failing basically. I wasn't making enough money. I'd left school, I was still living with my mum and dad. It felt like I was treading water, needed to get a proper job and all this sort of stuff.
Ian Spenton, the events manager at Engine Shed, spoke to us about the local music scene and a new open mic night being held at Tower Bar.
My name's Ian Spenton, I'm the promotions and club manager here at the Engine Shed. The Engine Shed works as a body within the community to try and put events on to draw the community in. That's both the students and the local population. We run events weekly on Sunday, which are acoustic events, and people can pitch up and bring whatever equipment they want to play and play their own tunes. In terms of the local music scene, we try and engage as much as we can wherever we can. I would say that we've always had fairly big acts coming here. This year is another good crop. But last year we had Dizzy Rascal, 30 Seconds to Mars, which was a Radio 1 event. So I think we've always done pretty well here. I hope that it does encourage people to come down and check out what's going on here and add to the music scene and to the kind of culture that there is in Lincoln at the moment. There are other venues that are beginning to do stuff with local unsigned acts. I know that a lot of the college students are starting to put together gigs and running them in venues across the city, which can only be good. Outside of that, we just see what we see here, really.
Sam has been working extremely hard to get to this point and release his album, but it's not the only one he has written.
Got the feeling that it might be going down. Got the feeling that it might be going down. Yes, Our Feelings is a bit of a weird album. It's not the first album I've recorded, it's actually the 8th, but it's the first one that I feel's good enough to be published, and that's why I had it pressed and it's on iTunes and everything. The planned release date is the first or second Sunday after the students come back in January, because we want everybody to be there that we know. That's the physical release date. It's already on iTunes, but it's on iTunes price like £7.90. The physical copy is actually going to be cheaper. I'd say to musicians trying to break out into the industry, go for it. Do what you believe. If you've got a vision, follow that vision.
Remember when I touched you for the very first time? I was feeling like I stood and you were looking so fine. Snuggled up together in the freezing cold. It wasn't like a radio, does it make me love you? Remember when you screamed and you tore out your hair with the 3-second loser on the Craven Street stairs? And you told me I should hate you because that's what lovers do. You're a little bit psycho, but I love you. Now I come to despise all your plots and you kiss me aside like a lump of moldy cheese. But when we read each other poetry, I can't let go to all the stupid little reasons that I love you so. Remember when I ran off with your very best friend? She was screwing your teacher and you wouldn't let it end. She was only wet for Jesus and she told me we were through. I can be a bit of a tosser, but I love you. Remember when I threw your favourite panties out the window? All the time I put a mark right across your favourite pillow. Did you show your mother pictures of me when I'm in the nude? You're a little bit mental, but I